If you bought a recorder, then have no fear. Yeah. Recorder Corner is here.
Hey there, third grade. Welcome back to another week of Recorder Corner. Hopefully you're having a good time with your recorder last week, making up your own song using B, A, and G. Always fun to make up your own music. And also, we learned a new note last week. Learned a new note, E. We're going to go over all this in just a little bit, but let's get warmed up first, okay? It's always good to warm up with a song. Let's do a really familiar one that hopefully all of you know by now, Hot Cross Buns. Let's see if we can play it together. We can maybe skip the singing part since we know it so well. Let's see if we can play it together. You ready? Follow me. Here we go. Great. Did you use your left hand? That's a really important thing, guys. Make sure your left hand's on top. Your right hand is at the bottom, okay? So make sure you want to look at your hand. It makes that L when you're looking at it yourself, okay? It's a little bit reversed because of the wonders of technology here, okay? So, but make sure you're using your left hand to do those notes up there. Okay, great. Nice job on Hot Cross Buns. It's a fun song just to sit down and play anytime. Now let's move on to another song, Gently Sleep. Now, before we play Gently Sleep, let's actually sing it, okay? Make sure our fingers are nice and flat. You don't want them curved, you want them nice and flat, covering those holes. And remember, when you lift your fingers, oh yes, you see those little circles there. That means you're doing something right, okay? And they go away eventually. They're not permanent, okay? So don't worry about it, okay? Let's sing through Gently Sleep. Here we go. G, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, G. Don't forget those half notes in there, the ones that are one sound that lasts for 2 whole beats, okay? Let's try it together. Here we go. How did it sound? Did you hear the 3 different pitches? Did you hear G, A, B? Did you hear low, medium, high, do, re, mi? Right, it's like a trichord. I can show you something where my fingers are going to look right, but it's not going to sound right. Take a listen. It doesn't sound quite right, does it? It sounds a little squeaky, maybe. Sounds like a mouse got in your room while you're trying to sleep. Yeah, well, the reason is my thumb wasn't covering the hole back there. Little details are really important on the recorder. Got to make sure your fingers are nice and flat. Got to make sure they're covering those holes right in the middle of your finger, okay? So make sure. If it doesn't sound right, something's not quite right. So you can experiment a little bit. Maybe you have too much air. Maybe not enough air. Maybe your fingers aren't flat enough. Lots of different things can go wrong. But when they go right, it sounds great. Okay, now we have our notes, B, A, and G. And last week we learned a new note. A new note that was so low it actually had to use our other hand. In fact, not just one finger, right? It had 2 more fingers. It's our new note, E. Let's try something. Let's do B, A, G, E. Listen. That low note E can be a little bit tricky because the more fingers you have on here, the more times that you can have little accidents. You can have maybe one finger not quite in the right spot and it's going to squeak or it's not going to sound right. So you have to really, really practice this new low note to make sure it comes out really low, really clear, and it really sounds good, okay? So low E is just like that. You're going to want your other thumb on the back of the recorder too. There's nothing to cover back there, but you need it just for a little bit extra support back there, okay? Let's try that again, starting on B. Here we go. Now, when your notes get really low in the recorder, you almost have to change your jaw a little bit. The lower the notes get, I want you to watch my jaw. It's a little, you have to watch really closely, little tiny things, right? Here we go, watch my jaw. Did you notice something happen? When I got to that low note, I kind of lowered my jaw a little bit. I sort of opened my throat a little bit, not my mouth, but my throat. I had to move my jaw a little bit to get that low note out there. You have to change your air just a little bit to make those notes come out. And on that paper, on the Weebly site, which is in the description below, you can see how you're supposed to put your fingers, but also there's some text on there too that tells you exactly how to use that airflow coming from your mouth, okay? All right, so that's our new note, low E. Now, where does this note live? Well, we talked about this a couple weeks in a row now. Let's really quickly review it. Hopefully we're getting pretty good with this now. We've got our treble clef. Here it is. We got our treble clef. Treble clef tells us where the notes go. And we had our sentence. Don't forget our sentence. You guys know it by now? Say it with me. Every good burger deserves fries. Just like that. There's also spaces. Don't forget those. They're just as important. Space rhymes with face. Exactly right. So face, spell it F-A-C-E. Good. So we've got B. We know that. It's on the third line. We've got A, second space. We've got G, second line. And our low note E is way down on the bottom. It's lower than G. So it's down here on the first line. Just like that. Hopefully last week when you were writing your song, you wrote B, A, and G out on some sheet music. I gave you the blank sheet paper, the staff paper, that you could write some stuff out on. If you did that, great. That's really cool. You can actually write your own songs. Then you can share them with other people too. And that way you don't forget them either, okay? Now I have a new song for you this week, and this new song doesn't just use B, A, and G. This new song uses our new note, E. This song comes from a different country. This song is from China. Now, in China, they have a river called the Yangtze River. You maybe have never heard of the Yangtze River, but it's a pretty important river because it's actually the third longest river in the whole world. Do you guys know the longest river? The first longest river is in Egypt. It's the Nile River, yes. Second longest river is in South America. It's the Amazon River, yes, but the third longest river, not the Mississippi, not the Susquehanna, nothing around here. It's the Yangtze River. And I have a song called the Yangtze Boatmen's Chantey. And this is a song that the boatmen who would sail on the Yangtze River a long time ago would sing. It goes like this. Yahoo, Yahoo, hey. Yahoo, Yahoo, hey. Hi, 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 Yahoo, Yahoo, hey. It's a nice song, and it sounds really good on your recorder. The music for this is on the Weebly. It's right down there. If you click on it and look around, you'll find the Yangtze Boatmen's Chantey. This song begins on our new note, E. I'm going to play it for you. Just listen. Seems like a lot, but actually this song is very repetitive. There's 4 phrases, and only one of them is different. There's only one different phrase. Do you know which one it is? If you look at the music, you can see it very obviously. It's the third one. The third phrase is different. That means the first, the second, and the fourth phrase, all the exact same. And this is what they are. Starts on E. Show me E on your recorder. Next note's G. Then we go to A. We don't go up to B, we go back down to G, and then we finish on E. Starting low, going high, coming back down. Watch. E, G, A, G, E. You sing that with me? E, G, A, G, E. Try it again. Here we go. E, G, A, G, E. It's a good idea to sing it and move your fingers. It really gets it in your brain there, okay? That is the first phrase. That is the second phrase. That is the last phrase. If you can do that, you can do 75% of this song. There's one phrase that we don't know yet, but actually, you kind of do know it. Here it is. Watch. B, A, G, B, A, G. Sounds like hot cross buns, doesn't it? But there's one difference. B, A, G, B, A, G. What do you notice about B? It's not a quarter note. No, it's a half note. Exactly right. That's the whole song. Those are the only 2 different phrases in the whole song. Let's sing it together. Here we go. If you need to look at the music, that's fine. That's why it's there, okay? Use the music. That's why it's there, okay? Use it on your computer, print it out, whatever you need to do. If you print it out, you can even write the notes in if it really helps you out for now, okay? Here we go. Let's sing it together. E, G, A, G, E. E, G, A, G, E, B, A, G, B, A, G, E, G, A, G, E. It's the whole song. Ready to try it? See if we can do it together, okay? Might not go well. That's what we have the whole week to practice for, okay? Here we go. See what happens. Here we go. And there it is. Feel free to practice this song. And if you want to send me a link, a video of you playing it, there's a link down there below for a Flipgrid, so feel free to send it to me. I'll send you some feedback, okay? It's always good to see videos of you guys playing the recorder so I can actually hear it too, okay? So have some fun with the recorder, have some fun with the Yangtze Boatmen's Chantey, because next week, we got another new song. So get ready for that and have some fun.
Recorder corner is here.